and welcome back. This is the Silent K, and today we're going to be playing some MekHQ. Hello, Varenk. Hello, Mr. McGorilla. Glad to have you both in the chat. How's it going, guys? Varenk, I'm glad your dentist thing went well. Mr. McGorilla, hope you're also doing well. It has been a little while. It feels like it's been about 3 weeks because it's been about 3 weeks. I did miss an episode 2 weeks ago because something kind of personal happened regarding the car situation. Missed last week because of the holiday. So yeah, it's been 3 weeks now since last time I saw you guys. Let me start by doing a more in-depth recap than I normally do. We did finish this harass contract mission. That went fairly well because we did bring reinforcements and how do you get down from there? Hey. The Nova Cat has made an appearance. Okay. We're still working on getting the landing gear off the Hydaspeed so that we can sell it. We've got the Mackie getting refitted. It'll be ready in about 3 days. The Atlas will be about 6 or 7 days. The Warhammer should be ready in about 5 days. The Awesome will be ready in about 7 days. The Hatchetman should be ready tomorrow. And the Kraken will never be ready, as always. We do have Mariana Lance, which is at 50% strength. We've got Tonga Lance, which is also at 50% strength, with the Archer and the Stalker both badly damaged. Galatea Lance is at about 50% as well, with the Cestus in the repair bay and the Warhammer being refitted, and Aleutian Lance is our only full-strength Lance at the moment. In the briefing room, we have been getting a fairly strong string of victories. We did have this draw battle. Oh, that's in the wrong order. So we started off with a fairly strong string of victories, but since then we've had 1 defeat, 2 defeats, 1 decisive defeat, a couple of draws, and 1 pending. So we started off well, but it's been rough going lately. On the interstellar map, we are still at Kirschbach, which is deep in Clan Wolf space up here, kind of in the middle of the clan invasion corridor. For personnel, we do have one of our administrators about to go up a level at a TEPCO at 39 XP, about to become an elite administrator. Is there anyone else about to go up? No, it doesn't look like. As far as Mech Warriors and Mech Techs, let me get past the dependents. Mech Techs, we've got Chris, who's almost ready for an SPA, a cheap one, or we can save up for Internal Specialist, which I think we might be doing. We've got Veronica Hurst, who is also saving up for Internal Specialist, I believe. Beatrix is saving up for maybe Armor Specialist. We already have several Armor Specialists, but it is the one thing that we fix the most of. Regular mech techs, we've got Monroe about to go up in 3 more points. Let's see, mechanics. Oh, Doodles has 22 XP. He's halfway to being an elite mechanic. Kirti is 1 XP away from becoming a veteran. Let's see, Fred Jones, of course, saving up his XP for that Clan ERPPC weapon specialization, which costs 40, so at this point we will have a couple of XP left over after we get that switched. Ruby is next up at 26. I believe she's saving up for Jumping Jack, which I think is 40. Let me double check that. Jumping Jack? Jumping Jack, yeah. Jumping Jack is 40 XP, so that is what Stiletto is saving up for, so that she can be an even more efficient backstabber in her Cronus. We've got Ash saving up for probably Gunnery. No? Yeah, probably saving up for Gunnery. Is 20 enough to go from 4 to 3? It is. Ash can go up to a 3-3 pilot. That sounds like fun. Hoser needs 40, I believe, to get that weapon specialization. Weapon specialist. Yeah, it's 40 XP to switch your weapon specialization, and you don't get any refunds for the specialization you already have, which is kind of a bummer. But I would say you got your money's worth out of it. Let's see, what else? We've got the hanger, which is a rainbow of colors, all of which means its own various things. Yes, Hoser has 42, but the awesome isn't ready yet. The awesome is 3,000 minutes out from being ready with the clan ERPPCs. The mech that we have for you currently is this one, which is still using standard old PPCs, which your specialization is good for. We also have this one in storage, which appears to be the same setup with the 3 standard PPCs. Let me double check that. Yeah, those are both standard issue Hoser's rides. Those are identical to the one you arrived in. Whereas the one that's getting refitted with all the clan goodness has the 3 ER PPCs, 2 ER mediums, and ER large. Yeah, good stuff. And those 3 ER PPCs, those are going to be super efficient head capping weapons, so we're going to start expecting the salvage to come in after that. In the warehouse, we do have, I noticed, a few things that we can fix. We can have, who among our arrow techs has the most XP? Bradley so far. Arrow 5. Alright, Tricia Lavoisier is a mechanic. Regular arrow 3. Regular tech arrow 6. Regular tech arrow 11. I think 11 is the most we've got. So yeah, you're going to fix that jump jet. We don't have enough clan double heat sinks to refit the backup one? No. We heat sinks. Double heat sink is the only kind they make in the clan, I believe. And yeah, we have 0 double heat sinks of either type. We used all of the clan double heat sinks that we had to refit. We refitted something with clan double heat sinks so we could take the inner sphere double heat sinks out of it. But the problem with that is that you need the full allotment of heat sinks in order to refit the mech, and you only get a part of the allotment back when you do the refit, so it's not very efficient. In the repair bay, we do have a couple of mechs waiting on parts. We've got the archer waiting on its left leg and right torso. We've got the stalker waiting on its right torso and subsequent right arm. I did put a couple of prisoners from the infirmary, or in the infirmary, under the care of Delphine and Elsa. Terrible inefficiency, I know, because you're losing like your engine rating divided by 25 in heat sinks every time you do the refit. So like if you've got a 300 rated engine which fits 12 heat sinks and you've got 20 heat sinks, you only get 8 back instead of the full 20, but it takes the full 20 to upgrade. So yeah, that's about a 40% efficiency rating, which is horrible. Other than that, I think we were ready to advance the day. As soon as we had just gotten ready to advance the day when we stopped last week. Last week, 3 weeks ago. So let me go ahead. We'll advance the day. We do have a mission coming up on the 3rd, which is another 2 more days. But in the meantime, the 1st, and we gained some XP. We've got the unit market updated. We've got a few mechs. We've got a Griffin 1N, a Stalker 3F. That's the 785. No, that's the 85. That's the one with... Looks like a regular Stalker. I thought the regular Stalker was the 3H. Am I mistaken? We've got a Firestarter 9H. Think it'd be easier to find a clan mech with a clan engine in it already? Hangar. Other than the awesomes, we've got Stalkers, we've got the Longbow, the Battlemaster, the Emperor, the Banshee, the Mackies, the Kraken, and the Atlas. Yeah, I think the Kraken... Yeah, the Kraken, we had... I forget, it's been so long, I don't even remember what weapons we were putting in the Kraken. But yeah, that's a 100-ton mech with a 300 XL clan engine. It only has the 10 double heat sinks, whereas the Hoser's Ride has 21. So we would still need to transfer 11 heat sinks from somewhere else into the Kraken. That would take about 3 days per heat sink, if I'm not mistaken. So you'd be looking at about another month's worth of refit time just to do that. We'll see what we can do. We will try to find you a better mech, but honestly, I have been sticking you with the awesome because I thought that was what you wanted. Future work or find a better clan mech? Yeah. We'll keep an eye out. So the unit market didn't look like it had anything too special. The Wolverine 6R. That's a standard Wolverine. Griffin 1 and a standard 6R 3R. 3R is not standard, is it? No, 3R is standard. Dervish. Standard Dervish. Man, we're just getting all the 3025 tech in the unit market. The contract market, we're in the middle of a contract. We can't accept a new one. Enemy morale, however, is very low, so we can expect no more missions to be popping up on us. We did get a heavy battle mech recovery vehicle. Now that is actually kind of cool for fluff reasons, because as far as vehicle goes, and recovery vehicles in particular, I need to do that. Our rear echelon, we do have rescue and recovery over here. We have a coolant truck. Is all that we have in rescue and recovery. So battle mech recovery vehicle would go a long way towards making me feel happier about fudging some dice rolls, as it were. So yeah, we can crew that, and we can put a tech on it. Assigned person, tech, we'll put a regular tech on it, but it will give them plenty of time on it. Maintenance time ×4. What regular mechanics do we have? With little to no XP. How about Suping? Suping looks like a winner. Suping. And then assign driver. I'm thinking a regular driver and a regular gunner. Our drivers are not situated rank-wise. And there was a recruit on the list too somewhere. Change rank to corporal. Alright. Assigned person, driver, regular, recruit Jose. Who is Jose? And why is he a recruit? Is he a clan body? Let's go to freeborn mech warriors. Maybe he's a freeborn, right? Oh, yes. He is a freeborn vehicle driver recruit. Okay, that makes sense. We will not put him in charge of the battle mech recovery vehicle. I think that he would take that as an insult, so we're not going to do that. We'll go Aloyza. And then we'll give it a gunner. Also regular, we'll go Corporal Michelle Muggleston. And we will put that in rescue and recovery. Yay, we have 2 mechs. Or 2 recovery vehicles. What rules do we play with using recovery vehicles in our campaigns? We don't really follow any rules hard and fast. We started off following the Mukai rule set, but I didn't like looking everything up every time, so I just figured once in a while we can get something back without paying for it. It's, like I said, it's not a hard and fast rule, and it's one that I've probably been a little too generous with. Especially considering that we didn't even have a heavy battle mech recovery vehicle. I could have sworn that we had a couple of salvage mechs. Yeah, we've got a logger mech here. We've got a mining mech here. I thought we had a salvage mech around here somewhere. Was that like an 80-tonner? I guess we lost the salvage mech at some point, and I just never really registered that I should stop salvaging mechs with it. Yeah, I see the crosscut, and I see the dig king. Risa. How many gunners does this thing need? Rashma. Oh, it's a 70-tonner, so it's gonna need what? 4 gunners and a driver? So yeah, that makes me feel a little bit better about taking mechs off the field when we didn't necessarily control the battlefield. We did gain a lot of XP. Giovanna Alexander gained a point. Private Lieutenant. Aerospace Pilot, no. Feng Po Shu, no. Private Sergeant, Private, Sergeant, Corporal. Victor Rama gained an XP. He is now at 18, so that's cool. Where was that? Victor Rama. Oh, Stiletto gained an XP, so she's at 27 now, so she only needs 13 before she can get Jumping Jack. Zero Chu gained an XP, he is 1 away from improving something. Let's see. Elian Nucci? Oh, one of our doctors gained an XP. Tamalika Diesel gained an XP. Okay, she is at 10. She could gain a point of edge, or she could save up. I think 1 point of edge for, well, no, for a veteran. We'll give her a point of edge. Edeborg is 4 days out on the Warhammer. Loney is still 6 days out on the Awesome. Hatchetman is complete. I did see that highlighted in a different color over here. So do we put that in mothballs, or do we replace one of the Phoenix Hawks with it? It does have 4 medium lasers and an LB-10X. It's slower, but tougher, I think. 152 versus 144. It's definitely better armed. Still does not have the hatchet in it that it should have in its name. But it does have that LB-10X autocannon and the 4 medium lasers. So maybe can't wait. The Clint is a 45 tonner or 40 tonner? The Clint is a 40 tonner, so we can't really swap it out without going into a heavy lance with Illusion. We could give it to Alan. We'd effectively be upgrading the large laser to an autocannon 10 and the 2 small lasers to medium lasers. We'd be upgrading the armor from 144 to 152. That's only 8 more points. It would be more heat neutral. Alternately, we could replace the Cestus with it for the time being. We could give it to Adon Gato, who's also an Phoenix Hawk. Adon Gato might actually get the most use out of it, because he would still be able to keep up with Ash and Hoser and Tugyu. Yeah, let's assign that to Adon Gato. Unit as pilot, mech, medium, hatchetman. Move unit from TONE. Add unit to TONE. Tsubasa. Okay. So that was this check. The Kraken again, never. Giovanna Alexander could not find double heat sinks. Tamalika Diesel gained an edge point. Okay. So that is all set. The Archer did get its leg put on. It still needs to have its arm put on. We can have Ben do the arm on a 2. Or we can have him do it in 1 day on a 4. Let's try that. Yeah. Alright, the jump jet. We can have Vernita do the jump jet. Armor specialists. Ben, Elena, Veronica, Guillaume, Jamel, and Tamalika. There's Jamel. He can do these armors real quick on 1s and 0s. And 4s and 2s. Let's see. These actuators, we can have Yasrudin. Yeah, Yasrudin is our clan tech specialist, and he is finally a regular. We can start moving him up to veteran. That would be fantastic. We don't have any clan mechs for him to work on in the meantime, so we'll just have him do actuators. We'll have him do those. Have Shoyab do this actuator. Let's see. Jump jets will have Monroe do 1. Let's see. Shadow is 15 XP, can do 2 lasers. Ethan can do the next, or try to. He gained an XP at least. Dulfikar can replace the hatchet. Oh, that went red. What size hatchet was that? We've got 2, 4, 7, 1, 3, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 7. So we still need some 5-ton hatchets. Ataraxy, hey, how's it going? Glad you could join us. My Thanksgiving was quite pleasant. I hope yours was as well. Hatchet. What is going on? There used to be several listings for hatchets. All parts. Okay, it's not listed as a weapon, that's why. Okay, so we will buy, say, 5 of those because we keep breaking them. It was much turkey. Torquey? Torquey. Yep. There was much turkey. It was good. Okay, so we've got the hatchets on the way. We still need double heat sinks. The stalker still needs some armor. We are having Jamel do that if I'm not mistaken. There we are. Knock that out, knock that out. And we still need the right arm on. Oh. Our only elite tech that we have available right now is Penny. Maybe we can have Shasa do that on a 4. Yeah, she has edge. Well, not that it matters. She's not going to break it on a 4, but she has full time and she can do it on a 4. Yeah, okay, so we've got the right arm going on the stalker. The height of speeds should be ready by tomorrow. We're waiting on double heat sinks for the archer. We need an ER large laser for the stalker. Can we not get that? I guess we can't get an ER large laser for the stalker. Maybe we'll have to retrofit it with a regular large laser. Or maybe we've got a clan ER large laser. Maybe? Oh, we've got clan ER large lasers. Yes. Okay. Where's that stalker at? That should be a quick change. Ooh. Yeah, we're gonna have to wait until it's got the arm on it before we put it in the mech bay, I think. In the meantime, it is, oh man, all those double heat sinks. LRM5, medium laser. Oh, both ER large lasers are kaput. Okay. Yeah, as soon as that thing is done being repaired, we'll put it in the mech lab. And yeah, we'll throw some clan ER large lasers on there. Wait, does the clan ER large laser make more heat than the inner sphere large laser? I thought they both produce 12. Yeah, the clan ER large laser does not run hotter than the inner sphere ER large laser. It just takes up less spaces, takes up less tons, and does more damage. And has, I think, the same range? I believe they've got the same range. So yeah, I think Unless we want to get Bendik another point of edge. He's in the champion? Yeah, I think he needs an extra point of edge. Edge triggers. Oh, he's a tech. Fail KO, ammo explosion, mask. Do we want to do head hits? I'm thinking not yet, not until we've got 3 points. Oh, too much rogue tech. Yeah, rogue tech stats tend to be a little bit different than MegaMek. Let's see. We should have a Phoenix Hawk that we can put into storage. Mothball that. We'll have Dulficar. We'll have Oliver Costa do that. It'll take him a couple days. Literally playing Rogue Tech as you watch the Silent K. Nice. So let's see. We've still got only 80 points of armor on the way. 2,800 points on hand. We're gonna go through that really quick, but I'm gonna give it a little bit of time. That's 175 tons worth of armor that we've got on hand. So it's just the repair bay that we're waiting on. It's really just the stalker. So let's go ahead. We'll advance the day again. We've got one more day. Oh, Mu Yan Zhang has conceived a baby. Well, that's cool. Under all personnel. Okay. Who is Mu Yan Zhang? Who's making babies? Mu Yan Zhang. All personnel. Active personnel. Oh, combat personnel. Support personnel. Okay, so under all personnel, Zhang. Jinli Zhang. No. Hmm. I do not know who that is. We failed to get the landing gear off the Hydaspes a second time. Let's give that. Oh, and this time we failed so miserably that it's not going to come off, so we can just sell it as is. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. How much can we get for a busted Hydaspes? Oh, 377,000, not bad. We got the right arm on the stalker, great. Lydia is not spending, oh, is only spending 180 minutes a day on that jump jet, so that's okay. Lydia, Susan should have the Mackie ready tomorrow. The Atlas will be ready in 5 days. The Warhammer will be ready in 4. The Awesome will be ready in 5 days, hopefully. We got the Phoenix Hawk mothballed, the double heat sinks, the Hydaspes. Okay, so yeah, the ER large lasers we're not gonna get. The repair bay. Let's start with the stalker, maybe. Where is Leon? Yeah, Guillaume. Can knock out armor. Got a medium laser we can have. Yes, we can do that. And gained an XP for it. Nice. The LRM5, we'll have Yasrudin do that as well. Upper arm actuator, we'll have Shoyab do that. Monroe on that. We'll have Vernita, one of those. Shada is close to being a veteran, well, sort of ish. Repair LRM5, okay. -3, we'll turn that into a +3. We'll knock that out in 13 minutes. We'll have Guillaume do that on a 2. Reloading the ammo bin, we'll have Shoyab do that. Okay, now the Stalker is ready, aside from the 2 ER large lasers and the 4 double heat sinks that were lost. The Cestus has some armor damage. We can have Fred Modry. No. Ben. We can have Ben do the armors. Just do all of those at 0.8 or 1/8. Shoya will knock out the ammo. We'll go back to Ben for the armor. 9 minutes, 8 minutes, 8 minutes, 11, 12, 2 minutes, and gained an XP, and that was a piece of cake. The Marauder will likewise be a piece of cake. We should expect maybe a couple more XP out of this, or at least like, I think 2 XPs. The Archer needs its ammo bins reloaded. We'll have Shoyab do that, and that. So the Archer is just waiting on double heat sinks. The Stalker is waiting on some parts. Go back to the Stalker. Customize in MechLab. We're gonna go mixed inner sphere. We're going to remove a couple of ER large lasers from the right and center torso. We're going to, oh, no, the clan version has even better range too. So that's gonna go in the right and center torsos, or put them both in the center torso, put something else in the right torso. That's 24 heat right there. Plus 8 is 32. So once it gets within medium laser range, it's going to be in trouble. It's going to be in trouble heat-wise with all the mediums and the SRMs. But at long range, it should be pretty neutral. Oh no. Do we throw in a couple of clan ER mediums? We have a couple clan ER mediums. Yeah, I want to throw in a couple of clan ER mediums. And those can go in the right torso. And that'll take like 6 days. But it'll be such an efficient killing machine. Yeah, we'll begin that refit. We'll have, Edinburgh, Talika, and Susan. Looks like they're all tied up. We'll have Fred Modry, maybe? Yeah, Fred's not a specialist of anything. We can spare him for a few days. We'll have him get started on that. And that'll be Stalker 3F Mark 6. Okay. So 2400, 5 days left on that. Don't know if I should be doing that with battle here on the morrow. Primary out for is 9,500 points worth of clan tech. We've got a Hunchback 2C, which definitely has the highest Bath Cannon quotient on the field. Shadowhawk 2C, which is what now? 2 medium pulses, 2 streak SRM2s, 4 streak SRM2s, ER small, ER medium. And looks like about 6 jump jets. Yeah, it looks like about 6 jump jets, so not quite 7. We've got a Flashman and a couple of Nightshade VTOLs, an infantry transport, and a couple of Zephyrs, which have ECM. We've got no infantry, and we also have the irregulars. That's another 2 lances worth of stuff. We've got some allies. We've got a Savannah Master or 2, a Pack Rat, and a Falcon. I'm thinking we can deploy a Lucian Lance. A Lucian Lance is 9,000 points. And then we can throw in not Mariana, not. We can throw in Tonga minus the Stalker. That would help. Yeah, I think that's the plan. Yeah, we'll throw in Tonga minus the Stalker, plus Illusion. How is she in the TONE when she does not? I know what I did. Ungroup by unit. There she is, Mu Yan Zhang. Okay, well, we are going to assign you to no unit. We're going to change you to a dependent. And we're going to sort who is the most advanced infantry soldier type that we have, who is not attached to a unit. That would be Branka. Okay. Line to unit. Field gunners 20. How many field gunners are we missing? Let's check this out real quick. Details is status. Okay, so ID 10 needs another 7 people. Assign to unit. Oh, well, let me do that. Assign to unit. Field Gunner's ID 10. We need 3 more for ID 2. ID 2 needs 3. ID 7 needs 10. Jeez. So we still need 4 more for 7. Oh man, this is taking longer than I was expecting to. Let me knock this out real quick. I should have done this off camera. Okay, why can I not assign you? What is it with Gara and Frank? Alright, I'll have to sort that out off camera. Let me make a note of that. That flashman looks dangerous. Let me check that out. The FLS 8K with the elite pilot. Yeah, I can see that. Medium, large, medium, medium, AMS, large, and a flamer. Okay, so yeah, your bog standard flashman 8K. Yeah, it does look dangerous. More dangerous than, say, the Nightshades, or probably the Shadowhawk. Maybe not more dangerous than the Hunchback. We'll see. The Hunchback has very little armor. Very little armor. But we'll see what we can do after the deployment phase. We are deploying for that on tomorrow. Yeah, okay. Okay, so we got Min Yan sorted out. We will now group by unit. We will sort personnel the way we do. And we'll go back to active personnel only. We will advance the day, and hopefully we don't get a pop-up. Okay, good deal. Irregular forces is today deploy a force. We've got maintenance on the Thumper, we've got maintenance on the Vedette, on the Saracen. We did fix the jump jet. Lydia gained an XP. Nice. I was hoping she would. That said, she's still a ways off. Did I do that wrong? Did I have the XP in the wrong direction? Yeah, I think I did. Lydia. Oh, those are pilots. That's attack. Yeah, she should be at the top of the list. Good deal. Okay, so yeah. Susan finished work on the Mackie 7A Mark III. 7A Mark III. I do not remember what was on that thing, but we can check. It has a clan ERPPC. It has 9 medium lasers and a small laser and an autocannon 10. So yeah, we could. We could replace Earl's Atlas with that. How much longer on the Atlas? Like 4 days. Hmm. We weren't gonna send Mariana anyway. We were gonna send a short Tonga. Everything but the stalker? Yeah, everything but the stalker. So Tonga will commit and Aleutian. Did I do that wrong? It wanted me to put the fight in last. We'll go here. And that'll be our standard mix. We are assaulting them as a unit. So that's gonna be, it says 8, but it'll be 7. Against their 7 plus 4. Against their 8 plus 8. But I think we got them. We'll see. We do have 2 rerolls. It is a moderate gale. So windy. That'll be bad for missiles. Yeah. Okay. The Jones and the Brown, yeah, I'm not expecting those to... They're not in this game. We'll go compact display. We'll sort by battle value. So yeah, the Cronus is our highest battle value unit. Okay, good to know. Followed by Hoser by 2 points later. And that'll change once he gets his clanning RPPCs involved. But yeah, the Flashman, biggest bad out there at 29, almost 3,000 points. The Shadowhawk 2C behind that at 2,000 points. The Hunchback at 18,500, 18,500, yes. So yeah, that Flashman, definitely the biggest bad out there. Something we're going to want to concentrate on. It is going to be super tough. It's got more armor than anything else out here. Oh, is that a primitive? That's a primitive swordsman with an autocannon 5 and an LRM 5 and a pair of medium lasers. Copper mech with some machine guns, a crosscut with a flamer. Shugosha with a PPC, okay. Okay, so the Flashman is the one to watch out for. The Shadowhawk is in second. The Hunchback is another one to keep an eye out for, but it doesn't have the gunnery. What kind of map are we looking at? Okay. And we are trying to stop them from crossing the field, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, no. Hostile infantry and irregular forces are being supported by military units. Engage and destroy. Destroy, cripple, or force withdrawal of 50%. Doesn't say anything about crossing the map. Doesn't say anything about preventing anything, this or that. Just says kill them. Alright, for that, I think we're going to want more of an open map. So we will use our 2 rerolls to drop the woods from high to low and see how that affects the map. Oh, that looks so much better. Yeah. Hoser is going to enjoy shooting things up with those lines of sight. Yeah. Let's do this. Alright, we've lost initiative for the deployment phase, but we are at least going after our allies, so maybe they'll spot something for us and we can react to that. Okay, so let's pop this over here. Pop this down here. So there's the swordsman. Um, we'll have Hoser start in this hex and advance 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then he'll have all of this that he can spot. Yeah, that looks good. There's the crosscut, and there's the flashman. All right, who else do we have with long range artillery? Not really anyone. We've got the Clint with a large laser. We've got the Cronus with an ER large laser. We've got the Archer with nothing outside of 9 hexes. We've got the Hatchetman with the LB10X. Phoenix Hawk with a large laser. Champion with an LB10X. Excuse me. Give me 1 sec. Okay, I needed that. Sorry about that. Thank you. So yeah. I'm thinking Hoser is going to be trying to engage that Flashman at maximum range. Meanwhile, he's going to need somebody to screen him from that Swordsman and the Crosscut. Someone besides the Savannah Master. We'll have the Hatchetman start here. Or make his way northwards to engage these guys as they advance this way. Okay, there's a Zephyr, not too worried about that. We'll put the Phoenix Hawk over here. Yeah, we can do that. Just to help screen the north side of the map for Hoser. There's the J27. There's the Shadowhawk 2C, so that's one that we should respond to. Maybe we get the Cronus over here. Yeah, I think the Cronus right there, and we can advance to somewhere in this area and then head north against the Shadowhawk. Thinking maybe the champion can start. The champion's a 5/8. Champion is a 5/8/5. So yeah, we'll have him start. Say here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. We'll have him start there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That'll give him plenty of woods to hide behind on that first turn and good evasion. And then second turn he can head that way, maybe try to flank the Flashman. Okay, so the middle of the map I'm not too worried about. Swordsman, Crosscut, Coolant Truck, J27. These guys up here I'm a little more worried about. We've got the 2 Zephyrs and the Flashman. We've got the Nightshade and the Shadowhawk. We've got another Nightshade. There should be another Zephyr if I'm not mistaken. We've got the Clint and the Archer. I will have the Clint follow the Phoenix Hawk. And we'll have the Archer starting maybe behind Stiletto. No. There looks good. Alright, so after a roll-off, our team has one initiative, but we are going before our allies. We are at 1,700 points, they're at 12, or 17,000, they're at 12,000. I wasn't expecting to out-BV them by that much. Alright, so it's primary outforce turn to move. Winning initiative, except that we didn't really win initiative, our team won initiative. I would much... Oh, there's the Shigosho. What's that guy got? Oh, the PPC, right. Yeah, we didn't really win initiative. I'd be a lot happier if we were going after some of their guys and not before, like, almost all of them. That said, we did have plans for our first turn, so we can enact those. We've got the champion moving forward at full speed. That's 7 hexes. We had Hoser advancing at a walk. Actually, you know what? We can have him sprint this turn so that he can start firing next turn. Let's see. The Clint was going to move 7 hexes this way, so was the Phoenix Hawk. Stiletto was going to advance this way as well. Ash was going to run 5 hexes, I think. Is it worth sprinting? There's no one in range. Yeah, we'll sprint this turn. That'll give us 7 hexes, -1 for sprinting, so it's the same evasion as if we had ran. But it is 2 hexes closer, so it might be an easier shot for them. But it's definitely going to be better for us. Alright, Tsubasa in the Hatchetman. The Hatchetman with the LB-10X. Oh, we got some good range with that gun. Yeah, we can maybe hit that VTOL around here somewhere. Where is he? There's one of them. There's the other. Okay, so yeah, no, we're not gonna hit him this turn. So we'll just go ahead and run. And then, last but not least, was our Phoenix Hawk. We'll have him run forward as planned. Alright, Savannah Master, flanking and turning, needs a 6, gets a 7, so that's a success. Let's see, starting with the big guns, that's going to be the PPCs. We've got the Shigosha. Oh, we sprinted this turn, so no PPCs. Dang. Well, next turn, it'll be nice, because we will have not moved and we'll have heavy cover. The Clint... we can get the APC on an 8, and I'm pretty sure a large laser would just kill that thing outright. No, not quite. So yeah, we will... Starting with the Shigosha, the Phoenix Hawk, we'll take a pot shot at the APC, try to take him out in 1 turn. That is going to be a pair of 8s and a pair of 11s. Stiletto has the crosscut on a 7, has the swordsman on a 7. Has the demolition mech on a 7. The demolition mech should be ready to go down as well. Yeah, not much more than a large laser against him would do it. Will take a couple of turns of concentrated fire though. 7, we'll do 1, 2, 3 9s. Ash sprinted this turn, of course. Tsubasa and fire on the swordsman's got him on a 10. We'll go ahead and take that shot. If it hits, it'll go internal. Not likely to hit, but we can always hope. And last but not least, the champion. We've got the Ripper on a 14. We've got the Flashman on a 14. Got the Swordsman on a 9. It's already taking some fire, so yeah, we'll go ahead and add to that. Alright, the Phoenix Hawk hits the APC in the left side with a large laser and a medium laser and just outright destroys the APC. The Clint also hits it in the front. The Shigosha misses Ash with its PPC. The Cronus hits the Swordsman in the left torso with an ER large laser down to 6 armor and a medium pulse to the right leg for 3 down to 9. The Falcon firing Inferno ammo at the Swordsman, missing on 11s and 12s. The Hatchetman misses the Swordsman misses Ash on a pair of 10s. The Champion misses the Swordsman, and the APC misses the Phoenix Hawk. Alright. So, we got one of theirs and didn't take any damage in return, so I'd call that a win. The Shigosha is at 1 heat. Everyone else is running cool. We've won initiative, and this time we are going last. So yeah, I would call that a win. So that'll be the bad guys, and then our allies, and then us. The Hunchback has entered the chat. So have all the irregulars. They are bunched up right there in the middle. Hunchback is not fast. We can take him out before he gets close. The Nightshades are fast, but we can take them out. The first thing, of course, is we're going to have Hoser skip his movement. He is standing still. He is going to just shoot things. He's going to park himself, and he's just going to shoot things. The Champion looks like he has drawn the ire of the Flashman, who is no longer heading to the east. He is now heading to the south, so maybe we do a little bit of regrouping. Yeah, let's go ahead and jump 5 hexes to there. That still gives us eyes on the Zephyr. Sounds very Hoser-like thing to do, yeah. That's why I plan on doing that. And once we get those clan ER PPCs, he's going to be so much better at doing it, too. Let me see, the Hatchetman. Can get eyes on the Crosscut and the J27 from there. Let's see, the Clint. Clint can do something like that, and then next turn he can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So yeah, he can get his 7 hexes of movement next turn for evasion. Yeah, we'll walk this turn, try to keep a little distance. Stiletto would like to get within medium laser range of the Shigosha. It has a minimum range on that PPC, and it only has 35 armor. So yeah, we'll do that. Ash would like to get them at medium range if she can. Yeah, she can get the Ripper at medium range. How evasive was he? He has TMM of +5. So if we run, that's a +7. It's still going to be like 10s, isn't it? Yeah, 3, 4, 5, 10s. Yeah, but we only have to hit him with like 1 or 2 things. And he's down and out. Oh, and now we're jammed. Only one man would dare give me the raspberry. I hate being jammed. Let's get in close on this Nightshade, which also has a TM of 5, but if we can get him from a walk at short distance, that may mean we're only needing 9s. Alright, Savannah Master number 115 makes makes 4 movement checks but fails the 5th. Side slips a hex. No big deal to him. Alright, the Clint. Can get the Ripper on 9s, can get the Nightshade on a 10, the Shigosha on a 5. Stiletto was gonna go after the Shigosha. Yeah, she's got him on 4s, and it looks like 4s and 2s. And we'll throw in the SRMs for good measure. Clint at the Ripper. Yeah, we'll try that. We'll hit him with what we can. Ash at the Ripper has him on, 8s. 3, 4, 5. Oh, Weapon Specialist. I forgot she got the -2. So yeah, 8s on that. That'll be everything. Tsubasa has the Nightshade on an 11, has the Swordsman on a 7. We'll go for the Swordsman on a 7. We'll throw in some medium lasers. The Phoenix Hawk was going to go for the Nightshade on 8s. Try to hit him with everything. The Champion is going to be firing cluster shots at that hover tank. Yeah, let's try to disable him. That's still on 11. Yeah, that'll be an 11, and we'll just see if we can land a lucky shot on him. Last but not least, Hoser. We've got the Nightshade on 6s. We've got the Ripper on 7s. We've got the Swordsman on 3s. We've got the Crosscut on 3s. The Demolition Mech on a 2. The J27 on a 5. Coolant Truck on a 5. Nightshade on a 9. We've got some options here. I'm thinking the Swordsman might be the biggest threat with the Autocannon 5 and the LRM 5 and the 2 medium lasers. The Crosscut only has a flamer. The Demolition Mech has a small laser. The J27 has a machine gun. Yeah, let's go for the Swordsman. We should be able to disable him entirely this turn. Alright. The Ripper on 8s lands a medium laser on the Clint's right arm. The Pack Rat misses the Swordsman. The Nightshade misses the Pack Rat. The Cronus at the Shigosha hits him in the left torso, goes internal, and crits on the PPC. So nice. And then a medium pulse laser to the right leg destroys the hip and the upper and lower legs. Medium pulse laser to the right arm destroys it and just destroys it. Destroys all the crits in that arm as well. And then a medium pulse laser to the right torso goes internal, destroys a heatsink, leaves 2 structure. SRM 4 lands 2 SRMs to the left leg and center torso. But that Shigosha is essentially gone. He's missing all of the actuators in one leg, and he's missing his gun. The Clint missed the Ripper on a trio of 9s. The Falcon hits the Shigosha in the left arm. The Archer at the Ripper hits it in the right side twice, destroying the Ripper. The Shigosha hits Stiletto in the left torso for 10 with that PPC, down to 11 armor there. Tsubasa at the Swordsman hits him in the right leg with that LB10X on a 7. critting on his lower leg and his foot. So even if he doesn't die this turn, he is going to be seriously hampered next turn. The Savannah Master misses the Swordsman. The Phoenix Hawk hits the Nightshade with a medium laser to the left side and a small laser to the left side, leaves it with one structure remaining. The Champion misses the Zephyr on an 11. The Swordsman hits Ash in the left arm with that autocannon 5, hits her in the center torso with that medium laser. Hoser at the Swordsman catches him in the left torso, catches him in the center torso, catches him in the center torso, critting on his engine, catches him in the right leg with the large laser, critting on nothing. Swordsman needs a trio of 8s. He gets the 8, the 8, and the 5. He goes down, takes 4 to the center torso, leaving him with 3 structure. Hurts the pilot in the fall, but does not go unconscious. The Shigosha needs 5 10s, or 4 10s, and gets a 6. Goes down and immediately destroys the left arm. Hurts the pilot, but does not go unconscious. Okay, so the irregulars are not holding up to combat, but we still have that Flashman and the Hunchback on the horizon. The Swordsman is up to 6 heat from that engine hit. The Shigosha is up to 5. Stiletto's up to 3 from the SRMs. Ash is up to 2 because she's missing heat sinks. And the Shigosha fell and critted on his heat sink and his hip. Alright, we've lost 123 points of our force. They've lost 1,080 or thereabouts. Oh, I didn't notice who won initiative. So primary op 4 goes first. Next is irregulars. Then op 4, then irregulars. Okay, Hoser will be standing still again. Let's see. The Champion might just be standing still as well. Yeah, we've got the Flashman at extreme range. He's got 2 evasion pips. We've got heavy woods. We've got an SRM6. Yeah, we'll skip our movement this turn, take some pot shots, and then probably bounce next turn. We are at 12 hexes from him, so that's going to be long range for his large lasers. Alright, the Flint. Or maybe the Hatchetman next? Yeah, we'll move the Hatchetman over to here. We won't quite be able to get into those woods next turn. And I have a couple of cats going insane around my feet. Let's see, the Phoenix Hawk. Maybe be trying to back up and get another shot at that Nightshade. The Clint, likewise, is probably going to be trying to back up and take longer range shots. Oh, there is a Shadowhawk 2C. Now the Shadowhawk has the autocannon 5, has the LRM 5. This guy just has medium pulses and streaks. We can pop him with a large laser and with relative impunity. You guys, losing your minds. If we back up 3 hexes, we'll get a point of evasion. We won't get the missed leg shots from partial cover, but we'll be completely out of his range, I think. No, we'll be at extreme range, which is effectively his long range. The streaks are also going to be at extreme. The ER medium is actually going to be at long range. Yeah, we'll back up to here. That way only his ER medium is going to be in range. Stiletto and the Archer are the only ones left. Archer would like to get close to the Shadowhawk. We've got more armor than him, 144 versus 207. We have more guns than him, I want to say. 8 mediums versus 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, he's got about as many guns as we do. We need to double team him. But yeah, we'll go ahead and venture that way out. Oh. Oh, the Nightshade is retreating. And Stiletto? Stiletto is going to jump into these woods and take that Shadowhawk from the right side. Alright, the Swordsman ejects. I don't even know who did the most damage to the Swordsman. Shigosha ejects and fails. Both destroyed by ejection. Both pilots remain conscious. Savannah Master needs some checks for moving and turning. Side slips 2 hexes. Takes a point of damage to the front. Did he immobilize himself? 13s, 9s, and yes, he is immobile. Let's search for Swordsman. No, he's an irregular. Alright, well, let me... Okay, so... the pack rat missed the Swordsman. The Cronus got the Shigosha, I want to say, yeah. So that's, sorry for all the noise. Alright, Toledo got the Shigosha, 130. Falcon got the Shigosha. The Falcon got the Shigosha. But missed with the Infernos. The Shigosha hit Stiletto. The Swordsman. Does that go to Tsubasa? The Champion at the Zephyr, the Swordsman at the Archer, Hoser at the Swordsman, the left torso, the center torso, critting on the engine and the right leg. I don't know. I mean, you did what, 30 damage to him? 38 damage to him, so that's, yeah. 38 versus 10, it's pretty clear that, yeah, that's Hoser. I used to just go strictly by who did how much damage, or who got the knockdown for the kill. But in this case, since he did eject, I'm not 100% sure on that. Because While you did do damage and you critted on his engine, you didn't do the damage to his leg that knocked him over. Or arguably, I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and give you credit for it anyways. Just to keep things simple. We've got this copper on 9s. I think that is what we're gonna do with the Clint. The Cronus came over here to do damage to the Shadowhawk, but the Savannah Master is so tempting. Tsubasa has the Shadowhawk on an 11, has the Shadow Master or Savannah Master on a 10. The Demolition Mech on a 6, the J27 on a 5. Small laser, machine gun, 2 flamers, a flamer. Copper on an 8, the Demolition Mech on a 6. We'll go for the 6 and a bunch of 8s. Let's see. Hoser has a shot at the Shadowhawk. We've got him on 7s at extreme range. Yeah, that needs to be our primary target. He's like the 3rd biggest enemy out there. But we can do a secondary target at the J27 on a 6 or the Demolition Mech on a 6. And we'll do the Demolition Mech. And be heat neutral. Let's see. Stiletto has higher damage weapons than Ash, so we'll do her next. Do we skip the ER large on a 7 and just go for the medium pulses on 5s? I think we do. We'll go 3 heat under to skip the large. Mediums do almost as much damage anyways. And then Ash, last but not least, has the Shadowhawk on 6s, so that'll be all of her guns. That'll be 4 heat over for her. Let's see. The Phoenix Hawk can take a shot at the J27 on an 8 and 10s. And the Champion taking fire from the Zephyr and the Flashman. Oh boy. We've got the Zephyr on 5. Got the Flashman on 10s at extreme range with the mediums, or the Zephyr on 8s at medium range. So we'll do medium, do small, SRM on a 9, and the LBX on a 5. That'll be 14 heat. Shouldn't be a problem. We can maybe disable that Zephyr. Alright, the Clint missed the copper. The copper missed Ash. Oh, he's got 4 machine guns. The Hatchetman hits the Demolition Mech in the left torso, critting on his engine, and blows up the Demolition Mech. Okay. 1 shot to the left torso was all it took. The Zephyr misses the Champion on 10s and 11s. Hoser misses the first shot at the Shadowhawk on a 7, but does land the 2nd and 3rd shots for 9 each to the center torso down to 2 armor, and the large laser to the Demolition Mech's right leg, but that's moot. The Cronus at the Shadowhawk's right leg with a medium pulse, center torso with a medium pulse, right leg with a medium pulse, down to 6 armor, down to 9 structure on that CT. The Falcon missed the copper. Ash at the Shadowhawk hits him in the left arm, down to 2 armor, hits him in the left leg, down to 15. Left arm is down to 4 structure. Right torso is down to 12. Right leg is down to 1. The Flashman at the Champion does catch him in the left torso critical with a large laser. Needed a 10, got a 12. Does not get the crit, leaves us with 12 armor. missed with all 3 medium lasers on 12s, but we're going to have to get out of there. The Phoenix Hawk hits the J-27 ordnance transport in the rear with a large laser and blows it up. And then follows that with a medium laser to the left side, which blows it up some more. The J-27 returns fire at the Pack Rat, hits it in the front for 2, down to 14. The Shadow Hawk at Ash hits her in the left leg with a medium pulse laser for 7, down to 23. 1 for 3 on 7s. That's a good roll for us. And then the streak 2s, we only take a pair of missiles to the left torso and left arm. The champion hits the Zephyr in the right side, down to 19 armor. Hits it with the cluster munition for 3 hits to the right side, stunning the crew and immobilizing the Zephyr. He's going to be a much easier target next turn. And the Shadow Hawk took 60 plus, needs an 8, gets an 11. Oh, Thin King, how's it going? Decided to restart my campaign. I was progressing too quickly and making too many C-bills. There are some hard mode rules in the server, and now 2 contracts in this feels like the right settings to not snowball. Recommend it for future playthroughs. Okay. Too easy campaign isn't a lot of fun. I disagree, but I think that's obvious. Glad you found a good balance. Yeah, absolutely. That's one of the things I like most about this game is how very configurable it is to match what you're trying to get out of it. Okay. So Ash is at 4 heat. The Flashman is up to 5 already. Everyone else is running cool. Savannah Master allies picked up Dennis Raghunathan from the Irregulars. So that's 1 initiative sync they're not going to be able to use anymore. We've lost 360 points. They've lost 3,000 almost. They're at 77%. We need to get them down to 50. Closer again will be standing still. The Flashman makes his advance. No, the Hunchback. The Flashman's down here. Yeah, the champion needs to get out of there. He's taking too much fire from that Flashman. We can go... We can go here, maybe? That gives us heavy woods up to about here-ish. He's going to advance, though, and he's going to have shots on our left side. That said, we will be able to twist to the... If we want to be able to twist to the left, we're going to have to be able to do that. And that'll give us shots at the Zephyr, if we can see him. Yeah, we should be able to see him. Thought that Flashman would be dangerous. I really liked that mech back in the day. Yeah. Yeah, Flashmans are generally really tough and pretty hard hitting. And they have all kinds of endurance, because they've got no ammo or anything. Lots of armor. Oh, did he back off? He did back off. Okay. Let's see. Stiletto's waiting on the Shadowhawk. Ash is waiting on the Shadowhawk. Tsubasa. Advance. We'll go there. Let's see, the Clint. Okay, the Nightshade is getting ready to evacuate. The Clint can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hexes and have the high ground for what that's worth, which is nothing in this game. Or we can stop there, have 1 less evasion, but have partial cover, which protects our legs. Gives us a better shot because we're walking instead of running. So yeah, we'll go there. Let's see, the Phoenix Hawk. I'd like to get shots on that Savannah Master if we could. Alright, there goes the crosscut. There goes the Nightshade, I guess. The only time I like high ground is to kick using the punch table. That's always fun. Yes, very much so. Ash will back up a little bit, try to get the Shadowhawk to follow her, and then Stiletto will try to follow the Shadowhawk, and we'll get a Congo line of death going. But no, we did not get so lucky on the initiative. The Shadowhawk is going to go last. Well, what is Stiletto gonna do then? Stiletto's gonna jump to here. No. Here? Yeah, Stiletto's gonna jump to behind the Nightshade, where the Flashman can't see her, and she can get back shots on either the Nightshade or the Shadowhawk, depending on where the Shadowhawk goes. Alright, what's the Shadowhawk gonna do? Got some choices to make here, buddy. Oh. Okay, Nightshade flees the battlefield. We knew it would. Alright, the Clint has the Copper, I suppose, on 6s. Has the Shadowhawk on a 7, so that'll be the Copper. Let's see, Hoser has the Copper, has the Crosscut on 2s. Has the Nightshade on 9s, the Coolant Truck on 4s. Copper on 4s. I guess we're going into the side of the Crosscut on 2s, and that'll be uno, dos, tres, and a 4, and no mediums. Stiletto is not going to be able to get into the back of the Shadowhawk, so we are going to go into the back of the Nightshade. That'll be 10s. Let's see. 10s and 8s. We'll skip the 10. We'll do the 8s and we'll throw in an 11. Yeah, that'll be it. Ash has the Shadowhawk on 9s. Not great, but it is already hurt to a degree. Or we've got the Copper on 6s. We'll try to knock out the Copper, but we're not going to overheat too badly to do it. We'll go 2 heat over. Tsubasa. We can go for the Coolant Truck on a 7. We can go for the Zephyr on an 11, or this Zephyr on an 8. Oh. Yeah, let's go for this Zephyr on an 8. We can catch him on the right side. We might be able to kill him. And then the medium lasers, we can shoot at the Crosscut on 6s. And that puts us at 2 heat under. So that's great. We've got the Copper. Oh, no. We got the Copper on 6s, but we've got the Shadowhawk on an 8. In his back? Yeah, let's go ahead and we'll take an 8, a pair of 8s. We'll skip the left, right, large, small laser, and we'll hit the Copper in the back with the right small laser. And last but not least, the Champion. Champion has eyes on the Flashman, but only on a 9. We've also got the Zephyr on a 10. We've got the Coolant Truck on an 8. Or we've got this Zephyr on a 4. Yeah, let's try and take out that Zephyr. Okay, the Copper lands 2 machine guns on Ash's right arm from 22 down to 18. The Clint hits the Copper in the center torso with a large laser and a medium laser to the center torso, critting on his engine and gyro. Hoser at the crosscut catches him in the left leg, the right torso for 2 engine crits and a gyro crit. And a large laser to the right leg, destroys it, blows off the right leg, transfers to the right torso, destroys it, blows off the right arm, critical hit on the gyro, critical hit on the engine. I guess a critical hit on the engine when the side torso is destroyed. Or no. One location, critted on the right torso, transfers to the center torso, crits on the gyro. Okay, taking 1 hit, taking 2 hit, taking 2 hits. Safety systems fail. Okay, so I guess there's more than 1 roll for the second hit. Or there's 1 roll when you take the hit and 1 at the end of that. I don't know. He had 4 structure left and they're gone now. The Pack Rat misses the Copper. The Cronus misses the Nightshade with everything. Ash at the Copper. It was the crosscut that's dead. The Copper is still up. So we got him with Ash. Shot to the center torso, destroys the Copper. Destroyed by engine explosion. The Falcon misses the Copper. The Hatchetman at the Zephyr catches him in the turret. Hits him in the left torso. Oh, catches the Zephyr in the turret with the LB-10X. The crosscut, which is already dead, takes, looks like 3 more medium lasers. The Phoenix Hawk hits the Shadow Hawk in the center torso rear, critting on his engine with the large laser. Nice. Medium laser to the left leg. Oh, stack pull because it was primitive. I mean, I knew that was what happened. I'm just a little unclear on the rules specifically for primitive mechs. But, I mean, he already rolled to see if his engine would go catastrophic, and it didn't. And then he rolled again, and it did. Phoenix Hawk, we saw that. Champion misses the Zephyr, hits him in the right side with a medium laser, hits him in the front and rear with 2 SRMs, immobilizing it. The Shadowhawk 2C hits a medium pulse laser on Ash's right leg for 7 down to 23. Shadowhawk kicks the Savannah Master in the left side and destroys the Savannah Master. So we have officially lost our first unit. The Archer is at 2 heat. Everyone else is running cool. The Flashman didn't take any shots, I think. And we've got them down to 68.6% of their forces with 15 minutes left in the stream. We have 1 initiative, but we are going before our allies. Alright, Clint with its ER large laser, standard large laser. Like to get that Shadowhawk more cornered if we could. Let's see, the champion. 3, 5. Is the champion ready to re-engage the Flashman? I don't know. Doesn't seem like a great idea, but it's the only way the champion's really going to be useful. Hoser might need to move this turn. He's not got any more good shots. Yeah, we'll have him run forward and we'll have him. Oh, Sorry, I bumped the mic. I know that was loud. We'll have him move this way so he can follow this path up north. Maybe take some shots at someone. Because the south, we'd have to jag around here to try to get shots on the flashman, which actually... Alright. Awesome versus Flashman. Let's see who wins. Tsubasa will zip around this side. Actually, are we getting close to seeing the Hunchback? No, not yet. Oh. Oh, he's moving north now. Okay, Stiletto. Let's... It gives him short range with the large lasers, which is not great, but we're jumping, we're in woods, we're behind woods. He ran, I presume, because he moved fair distance. Yeah, he ran for a TMM of 2. We're jumping for a TMM of 3. Now we'll advance with the Clint. We will advance with the Archer. Okay, the Shadowhawk has moved. The Phoenix Hawk can go into kicking range of the Shadowhawk, so let's do that. We've got him by 10 tons, I think. Alright, Clint does not have eyes on anyone but the Flashman on a 14, or the Coolant Truck on a 7. I think. Unless we don't have the Hunchback. We don't have the Shadowhawk. We're not shooting at the pilot. We don't have the Zephyr. We've got this Zephyr on a 7, looks like. The Champion also has him, though. So yeah, that'll be the Coolant Truck, I suppose, on a 7. Or a trio of 7s, yes. Hoser, we've got the back of the Zephyr on 7s. We've got the Coolant Truck on a 5. Got the Shadowhawk on a 7. Let's try to immobilize us a Zephyr, shall we? We'll go 1, 2, 3. Oh. We'll go 1, 2, 3. Oh. 7, 7, 7. And we'll throw in a 9 for 2 heat over, just cuz. Stiletto has our next biggest guns, going for the Flashman. We've got him on 7s and 5s. 7s and 7s. We go 3 heat over, we'll skip the 10. Ash has the Shadowhawk on 8s, but we're not gonna do that just yet. Tsubasa has the Flashman on 11. Oh, we've got the Coolant Truck on 9s. So yeah, we'll... 7s and 9s, yeah, we'll take those. Ash is gonna go after the Phoenix Hawk. The Champion taking fire from the Zephyr. But we've got these Flashmen on 10s. We got the Zephyr in the right side on a 0. So yeah, that'll be, let's try to take him out. So that'll be a 0, a couple 2s, out of range of the small lasers, and the SRM-6. Yep, and that's all headed for his right side. Phoenix Hawk at the Shadow Hawk. We've got him on 7s, so that'll be, I think, everything. And last but not least, Ash has him on 8s. We'll go 4 heat over on 8s for that. Clint hits the coolant truck in the left side for 10 down to 18. Hoser hits the Zephyr in the right side, immobilizing it. The Cronus hits the Flashman in the left leg, critical for no effect. Down to 19 armor there. Missed with all 3 medium pulses, dang. The Pack Rat misses on a 12. The Zephyr misses on 11s. Tsubasa hits the coolant truck in the turret for 10 down to 2. Medium laser to the left side down to 13. The Zephyr at the Champion hits him in the left arm for 5 down to 15. The Champion hits the Zephyr in the turret in the right side, and the front with 3 SRMs. That Zephyr is tougher than it looks. The Coolant Truck hits the Pack Rat with a Flamer to the left side, which costs it half its movement points. The Falcon misses the Zephyr. The Phoenix Hawk at the Shadow Hawk hits him in the head with a medium laser down to 4 armor, forcing Abelina's first consciousness check. Medium laser to the center torso, small lasers to the right torso, down to 6 armor, down to 3 structure on that CT. The Flashman at Stiletto hits her in the left torso with a large laser, down to 3 armor. Medium lasers all miss on 11s. Ash at the Shadowhawk 2C catches him in the medium with a medium laser to the center torso. Shadowhawk 2C is kaput. The Shadowhawk 2C is down. The Shadowhawk 2C does land some hits on Ash's left arm and right leg down to 8 and 16, and then follows that with a couple of SRMs to the center torso from 28 down to 24. Savannah Master misses the Shadowhawk. Does get him in the right torso with a small laser. We've got Stiletto at 3 heat, Ash at 4 heat, we've got Hoser at 2 heat, the Flashman is up to 5, and I'm hoping we've got them down to 49.6% or thereabouts, so we can call this now. Given that it's 5 minutes from the scheduled end of the stream, I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. So yeah, that'll be /victory. Alright, and by the time I finish with the after action report, it should be time to shut down. So, we'll go through this real quick. Did we control the battlefield? I'm gonna say yes. Yes, we did. Because we routed the heck out of them. All of our guys are undamaged to pretty much the nth degree. The Coolant Truck escaped, the Flashman escaped, the Hunchback escaped, okay. The 2 Zephyrs, both standard Intersphere tech. Narc, small laser, medium laser tag. Not interested in those. Nightshade, ECM, VTOL, that one escaped. APC, Ripper, the Swordsman is primitive. The Shigosha is primitive. The J27 is irreparable. Shadowhawk 2C, however, we cored him out. He's got some Streak SRMs, some Streak SRM ammo. He's got some medium lasers. Yeah. What are we looking at as far as salvage? We're currently at 24 of 30%. Still Still at 24 of 30%. That's less than 1 million C-bills. We'll take it. Who did we capture? Captured Abelina of the Shadowhawk, and captured Dennis Ruganathan of the Shigosha, captured Nezrin of the Zephyr, and Carolyn of the Zephyr. Cool. Let's see. 130 goes to Stiletto, and 128 goes to Holzer. So all together, we're looking at 2 kills for Hoser. 1 kill for Stiletto, 1, 2, 3 kills for Ash. Alan Davy got a kill on the APC. And on the J27, so cool, a couple kills for him. We did force withdrawal of at least 50%, so that is I'm gonna call that a decisive victory, but only because we brought overwhelming force. And this is where we're going to save the game. And this is where we're going to go ahead and call it. So thank you all for joining me. Don't forget to like, comment, follow, subscribe, join the community. Link to the Discord is in my bio. And we'll see you next week. Until then, have a good day. Have a good weekend. Have a good week. We'll see you then. Take care.